Welcome back, everyone. This is the final match of this evening. It's the EGFC. It's week 11, and we have Butler versus Marist. This is going to be a very thrilling match. This is the one, South Beach. This is the one that goes to Game 5. No
Ex-
sweeps, no sweeps to end the night. We had sweeps all day.
Exactly.
We're gonna finish off strong for the nice Game 5. I'm very excited for it.
Exactly. Marist and Butler, two very competitive schools. Marist is definitely a really good sleeper pick to win the whole season because I think they're a very solid team all around. So don't sleep on them. And obviously Butler's there too. They're going to make some plays. And hopefully you didn't cast or jinx us again with another 3 sweep. But I doubt we're going to see that. I think this is going to be a pretty even match offensively and defensively. So let's just get the show on the road.
I agree. Let's put fresh 5 minutes on the clock here. Same as always, of course, best of 5. The teams are in. Let's get right to it.
Go. Butler in blue, Marist in orange.
We're going to get right ahead of this one. Astro gonna face Z-Ball right on the goal line. Here comes Siren. He's going to put a speculative shot towards the net. It finds its way in.
Already, Siren with the early goal, and he just took that to the air, and he's in a nice, good Fortnite skin. I bet he wishes to do a little emote, maybe one of those default dances, but already great work for Butler taking the lead.
Yeah, early lead here for Butler. Let's see if they can keep this going. Astro is going to hit this one downtown. Z-Ball, get in front of it, is going to continue on with the offense. Kai to intercept. Kai had teammates centered, was unable to make the touch.
Yeah.
But Siren's going to keep this up.
Exactly. And one thing from Kai, he's a great team player. Doesn't really score a lot.
Watch out for the shot from Tones!
Oh, nope. Not there, unfortunately. But Kai was one of those players right there. He's definitely a team player, not just a scorer, but great passer, great defender. Look for him to just travel all over the field for Butler.
Right here is an opportunity to save, but it's not going to matter. Tones is going to put it in.
Setting the tone already. Marist right there to tie the game. 4:06 left to play. Look at this cut he makes. Just had the perfect angle going from the side and then just tilt to the left to take it into the shot.
1 minute into this game. Both teams tied 1 apiece. It's Kai's going to hit this one downtown. Cypher trying to play some defense. Z-Ball playing it slowly off the backboard. Tone had a little bit of a mistouch. I think they were trying to get a pinch play, but instead they get capitalized on.
Astro just right there waiting for Tone's little mistake, and then he's just right behind to just get the dunk in, and now Butler sitting very comfortably 2-1.
As Butler retakes the lead. Kai's going to hit that one up to Astro with a ball. It's not going to... Nothing doing right now. Still waiting for a team pass. That's what I want to see. If we can see that. Oh, I'm going to lose it on stream. But for now,
yeah,
both teams trying to take control here. Both trying to gain some momentum.
And Kai with a great save trying to get the ball over there, but it's wide open. No, Astro right there already for the great save. This is going to look pretty good for Butler already if they can just hold on to this lead. Marist needs to get some more shots on.
Well, watch out. This one's going to go way downtown. It might just flow in. No, but Kai is there to secure it.
That was high. That wasn't that high for Kai to hit, and he just travels the distance all the way from the 4. It looked like Siren almost had that pass, but they gave it to Kai, but they're probably just happy no matter what. Butler 3-1 already, and Marist is in a little bit of a pickle right now.
They are. They're going to find themselves again another opportunity. Yeah, definitely going off the kickoff, though, as well. You see Cypher in position, just unfortunately couldn't get behind it to make the save. 3-goal deficit now on the side of Marist. Can they bring it back? They have plenty of time to do so. 3 minutes is almost an eternity in terms of Rocket League. Disaster is going to bring this one way downtown. Cypher is going to intercept. Going to keep going for it, trying to get this one on offense. Instead, Tones is going to be forced to play a little defense. Siren is going to make a touch, but Tones is going to meet the ball. No one on offense right here pressuring on the side of Butler, but maybe it's because they've introduced such a large lead for themselves early in this game, they know not to overcommit.
Exactly. One thing that Butler's doing really well, especially with Astro, and we've seen a little bit of this from Siren too, they're playing the air really well, controlling the ball as it flies in the air, getting it right where it needs to be.
Oh, this one's going to be on target for Astro. Finding the angle.
World. Coming in from Astro World, as I was saying, just about the air, he just climbs the ladder up on the wall, has the right exact angle. You saw Siren there try to steal it. He wasn't sneaky enough. But now 5-1. Man, Butler's running away from this.
It's only game one, and from what we saw last series, game one isn't going to really be indicative of what the rest of the series can bring. So still plenty of opportunities for Marist to bring it back. And honestly, even if they don't take game one, if they can take control of the second half of this game, they'll put themselves in a perfect position to take command in game two. But watch out for Astro, who's going to put another shot into the net on target. Man. And now you got to ask yourself, where was the Marist defense?
Exactly. They weren't in there, but the aerial once again from Astro. Butler's just playing the air really well, and Marist doesn't really have an answer to try to get the save to deny Butler. It's just been flying Ryjans for Butler University from the air and just scoring a bunch of goals. And now Marist is in a deep trouble. But if I'm Butler now, I would just play keep away, take it all the way to the second game. You're in a comfortable position, try to shut out this first game, move on to the next.
But you know what I'm thinking? If you're Butler, you want to keep the momentum going. Keep up this offense, keep up the pressure, because as soon as you let off, it gives some breathing room to Marist, gives them maybe an opportunity to put a shot on net from Tones, who couldn't put it in. That ball easy saved on the goal line, as that's their first opportunity they've had in quite a bit of time, but maybe it's a sign that there's some life in the Marist offense. Let's see if they can keep it going here. The pass to Tones hits Cypher center, but Cypher's a little too far back, playing too conservatively on that defensive line. I mean, you're down by 5 goals. You need something to build up here. You need to get it started right now. Astor's going to hit this one way downtown. Has another tap, but can't make it on target. But Siren's going to keep this up for Butler.
Yeah, Marist was there to swarm that ball immediately once it was getting close to the goal. Z-Ball with a great save right there. And they're trying to build some confidence heading into this second game. They definitely have a lot to adjust. Definitely a lot of defensive struggles for Marist in this first game, giving up 6 goals. So as we wind down this first game, go into the second one, we need to expect more defense from Marist, and they're already practicing it late right now. So let's see if they can keep it up.
This could be past the Z-Ball. The shot is low. It's wide. He wishes he could have that one back. That one should have been on target. Just seconds left in game one. Oh goodness, it should be 6-2 right now. Butler walk away with a 5-goal difference here.
So unfortunate for Marist. They wish they had that goal. Just as you said, they have a lot to fix if they're going to keep up with Butler and their scoring. A lot of defensive struggles for Marist, especially the Butler team. They were just playing in the air, especially Astro just flying in all the way in the sky and then just hitting those dime passes and dime goals for Butler to just score. So Marist needs to adjust.
Marist does need to adjust. However, I think in the last maybe couple minutes of gameplay here, even though Butler was still scoring goals, you started to see glimmers of hope coming from the Marist offense, and you can start to see them apply more pressure, get their defense back in line. However, it just wasn't enough. Game one, okay, let that go by the wayside. You give it to Butler, but now if you're Marist, you have to come out in game two and really bring the pressure. I want to see them go fast and play strong and put some more shots on net. That was something they were lacking.
Exactly. Hopefully they can capitalize on the last minute and prove to us it was good defense starting to come alive instead of just Butler playing keep away from them. So let's see what Marist can retaliate with.
Let's see here. This one's going to go downtown, a 2v1 situation. Astro stays strong. Keeps that away. Here's Siren was open, ready to take the shot. Instead, that ball's going to careen down. Astro being forced to make another save, playing a lot on defense. Tones with the shot. It's on target.
Nice first
Marist
shot.
with the lead.
Nice first shot from Tones. Definitely setting the tone already. That's another pun I've been told by my producers not to use all the time. It's going to keep happening no matter what. But he's definitely setting the tone for Marist right now. Play fast, play aggressive. Only 29 seconds gone by. And now Marist with the first early lead.
Marist, this lead's going to be very critical. Can they hold on to it? Let's see if they're going to be able to do so. As Tone's going to bring it out of his own half. Has Z-Ball center. The pass is going to be there. It makes it to him, but he's not going to be able to put a shot on target. Z-Ball is going to put another one towards the net, and Cypher to race around the corner and make an attempt. Tones cuts it off. The midfield defense coming through very clutch for Marist. This is exactly what they need. Keep their offense going. Take no breaks here. And don't give any chances to Butler. But Astro's going to have a big win here. He's going to also pick up the boost. And that Siren center can't get the touch, though. And that ball's going to be a little dangerous. As Siren's going to sneak one in. This one just got past the defense.
Yeah, Marist had no answer wherever Siren was. They were all just up there trying to stop the aerial, as we saw right there. And then Siren just there from the left just to sneak in, get that goal to just tie the game for Butler.
You hate to see triple commits happen on defense, but it happened there. No one. 3 players went up to make the save, and none of them were able to make a meaningful touch on the ball to keep it away from the offense. And Butler able to tie this up. Now let's see if Cypher is going to bring this one downfield. It's going to bounce off the backboard. Tones was there, waiting to strike. The ball is kept barely out of reach. Very critical for Butler.
Exactly.
Keep Tones out of it. Tones has been very deadly on offense.
Yeah, Tones was the one who scored the first shot, and I think he had the goal in the last game, so he's been the only scorer for Marist. So Butler is going to look for answers to try to stop Marist from scoring, and their answer is to neutralize Tones.
Watch out for Z-Ball, who's going to be on target. This ball's going to net. Tones can't put it on. Can't put it on.
Kai. No. He was striking hard, striking fast, no mercy, because Cobra Kai never dies, and he was there to just show no mercy and striking hard from inside the goal, denying a goal from Marist. What a defensive effort from Kai.
Z-Ball down to Tone. This is an excellent pass, but it's not going to have any oomph on that. Instead, it's going to be batted away from the defense. Kai, with no boost in the tank, doesn't matter. He's still going to put a shot to Astro. The pass coming out. This is why Butler is so dangerous. You have players like Kai who's sitting around with 0 boost. Oh, hold on a second. The solo play's coming out.
Exactly, and Siren with a tremendous shot coming in from the left, getting a little mechanics up there, trying to get the ball into the middle, center it for him for an easy, wide open shot. Marist still looking for answers on that defense. They played hard and aggressive in the very, very beginning with that first goal. They just need to struggle. They need to keep it up, keep that aggression up, and not struggle in the early game.
And they can't keep giving the ball up to Butler. I see many times now they're going for passes, but it ends up in the hands of a Butler defender, and then all of a sudden their offensive rotation is just dead in the water, and then they're playing defense. They got to sustain their offense for just a little longer, allow them to put some meaningful shots on net to generate some good things for them. But watch out for Siren, who's just going to go in and make another shot. That's his 3rd goal of the game from Siren. Oh my goodness.
And a great aerial pass from Kai, getting it centered to Siren. That's something Butler's really good at, centering the ball so they can get a wide open shot. And the Marist defense right now is helping them get those shots because they don't have they're not communicating well. They need to communicate better to know where they're going to be at to try to stop this ball from sinking in, giving up all these shots to Butler.
And it might not just be communication, perhaps, but more of trusting where your teammates are. There have been multiple times now where I've seen the Marist defenders, we have multiple players going for the same save. You can't do that. You have to spread out, make sure your defensive rotation is in line. That one was very close.
Just a little towards the left there.
You got to be on your toes because these Butler players are hitting these ridiculous. Oh no, that's
Cobra Kai. That was incredible.
This one's rough because you can see Cypher is trying to maybe clear that one away, but I believe Tones was trying to get the big clear downfield, but wasn't able to make contact because of that light touch.
Someone needs to play the middle of the goal if I'm Marist. Someone needs to be at the middle of the goal because that's where Butler's centering their ball at so they can get an easy shot for them. And a great demo from Tone, by the way.
Oh, look at this pass down! Woo! This was so critical. Take a look at this play. Tones bring this up onto the ceiling, sees his teammate right below him, sees Z-Ball right there, gets the spider pass.
Z-Ball from the grave gets the goal, and Kai was just a little too late there trying to make a stop on the play, but it didn't look like he could do much trying to deny that shot, because if he hit it any more at that speed, he probably would have knocked the ball in anyway.
Let's see here, 1 minute to go here in game 2. Marist tie this one up. They've shown us already that their team plays are here, and they're playing some great offense when they can generate it. However, Butler's doing a fantastic job zoning them out, keeping them just out of arm's reach.
Exactly.
With 30 seconds left, we need to see something. We need to see some urgency. We're not seeing any right now.
Yeah, Marist needs to play a little aggressive, and they have an easy shot, but if it wasn't for Siren right there to control that ball, if Marist had the speed and agility to get to that ball quickly, they could have had a shot and make the deficit
again,
closer.
Right there, double commit from Z-Ball and Cypher in the same corner, going for the same shot. They need to be spaced out just a little bit more. I know I'm supposed to be doing color commentary, or sorry, play-by-play, but the color caster in me is just making me talk about what's happening, what's going wrong here for Marist, and things that they desperately need to change in game 3, or else they'll see the same result.
Exactly, and you know, you're a great color caster. You see a lot of things I don't see, obviously, but just Marist, one thing we can both see from Marist, more aggression needs to happen from them. They have not been aggressive whatsoever, trying to get those scores, trying to get those stops. It happens early on in like the first minute or first 30 seconds, and then they just let off. So if I'm Marist, you got to set the tone and then keep that tone all the way through. It might be easier said than done, but you got to analyze your opponent, and then you know what to stop.
I mean, I think you hit it. You hit the nail right on the head there, South Beach. And here's something to consider as well. When you're down by 2 goals and you have a minute to go, to me, I was not convinced that Marist was playing like they were down by 2 goals. They seemed like they were playing with a 2-goal lead. No urgency. We need to see some urgency from them. If they find themselves in that position, hopefully for their sake, they don't. They find themselves in an early lead. Let's see if Tones is there. Free shot on the net. Off the kickoff. It works out.
This is a pattern we're seeing. Tones is getting the early shot from Marist, and just as we said, they shoot early, get the first early lead, but now their biggest problem is they need to hold on to that aggression that they have going on. So great job getting the first lead. Now hold that lead.
Well, that lead's going to be tough, but I think honestly the best defense is great offense, and if Marist can keep this up, extend that lead, they're going to limit the amount of time that Butler will be on their offensive half, generating some free shots on net, maybe generating some goals as well. Slow that down, but right now, Kai going down. Tones was there. Here comes Astro. The pass down center to, Siren.
There you go, Tones.
Position.
There you go, Tones. He's making some defensive plays. That was 2 back-to-back blocks from the ball not going in. Almost jinxed it right there. Siren had a wide open shot, just quite missed it. And now Marist making a pretty big difference on defense already now. Now we just need to see, as I said 1,000 times already, here's 1,001. Keep up that aggression.
Keep up the aggression. We have Z-Ball. As Tones, center. Can the pass be made? Maybe it can be. Here comes one more shot opportunity. Cypher turned around. Cypher never turned around. Oh.
That was almost a wide open shot for Siren too. Good work from, I believe it was Cypher, to get that ball away from the goal, get the angle out of the way.
Indeed, as that one's going to find its way in the net. Kai with the shot.
No one had an answer for Kai. Kind of just a hidden gem all the way from a quarter of the field or 3/4 of the field to get that ball in. Just no one was on him, and the ball just came straight to him. Just a nice present. And now Butler tying up the game once again, looking for that 3 sweep.
Real sweep, will it happen for Butler? Siren says yes, it will. As Butler really starting to take command here of the momentum.
Exactly, and a nice little lob feed from Astro, reverse feed, and then Siren able to get up in the air and capitalize it. We're seeing those nice air plays from Butler once again.
And after Marist, not regress. Started this game hot. You got to keep it going. The pass, the 1-2 pass.
D-ball.
Tones almost in position. That was a fantastic opportunity. That's what's going to generate some great offense if you're Marist. Butler's not going to give you many of those chances, so you got to take advantage when they do.
And credit to Kai on that last play for just quickly breaking up that pass and recognizing that was almost a goal given up.
That's true. Absolutely big defense, of course. Routine saves! Watch out for Kai here on the offense. Bastion on the defense, but goal scorer on the other side of the field as well. I mean, this pass from Astro speaks for itself.
And speaking of Kai, making plays on both ends of the field, defense and offense, that's his pretty big specialty. Butler 3-1. This is looking crazy.
Indeed, but we still have half the game to go here in Game 3, and Marist can turn this around, especially if Tones has an open one-on-one opportunity against Kai, who just has to stuff it away.
Kai's been really great on the defensive. I lost count on how many saves and blocks he's got already in the entire series, let alone this game in general. He's just been a great defensive presence, and then if you just take your focus off of him, he can make some plays on offense. We've seen a couple goals from him already.
Yeah, watch out for Tones. The one-shot opportunity couldn't get it done. Cypher's getting that one centered to Z-Ball. Oh my goodness, bar down and out. You hate to see it. That one should have been in.
Marist, what are you doing? You got to make a shot. I know there's probably a big swarm of defenders, but you got to recognize your opportunity and stop hitting it ran around. There you go. I think they heard me.
No.
I think they heard me, and they were like...
I think the wrong team heard you, because right there, this one flew in from Siren.
Z-Ball was like, you want to see a score? I'm going to show you a score. And that's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see, the aggression. So credit to Z-Ball on that hit. Little bit of a mistake from Siren, too, letting that ball go in. And now Marist is cutting the deficit just to 1.
Yeah, and Cypher almost launching an attack right there. Tie this one up instead. It'll still be a 1-goal deficit for Marist to try to overcome here in the last minute and a half. Can Tones get in front of this? Siren's going to hit this downtown. Cypher to rebuttal.
Yep.
Z-Ball's going to have to be forced. It's very good backboard defense, preventing that ball from bouncing off their backboard, leading to a wide open shot. Instead, this ball is going to now generate some offense. Big bump from Z-Ball. Cypher just has hit this one in.
No.
Astro gets back in time. And now, if you're the offensive Marist, you have to be asking yourself, what went wrong? And I'll tell you what went wrong. They spent too much time developing that play. Oh, they should have been a little bit faster. Could have made that opportunity shine.
Too much time indeed. There was just a lot of hesitation there from Marist. They just slowed down and let off. Here's Siren, but Tones with a nice block. And just as we saw that last shot, just a lot of mistakes happened. Siren just now making a big emphasis for Butler now. Now it's 4-2.
And we had a little bit of double commit there as well, with 2 players coming in from the Marist defense trying to make the save on the same shot, and would both miss and both aren't even close to it. Oh, it's going to make your job a lot harder. It's going to make the lives easier on the offense. Watch out for Guy who gets the flip reset. Isn't going to elect to hit it again. And you know when you start seeing flip resets, that's when this offense is starting to really generate some steam.
Oh!
How did that not go in? Goodness.
Just a slow ball. That was almost a tremendous play from Marist. Just didn't quite have the air behind the ball.
Left. Someone needs to be center mid right there to put the shot on net. There's no urgency coming from Marist. They're down by 2 goals. They need a goal right now to stay in this series. They need it immediately.
It's
not going to happen. This is going to be another 3-0 sweep. Congrats to Butler for coming through, but it just won't be enough. 2-goal deficit, even with the 0-hero goal that could happen. It's not going to be enough. Butler will walk away with a clean 3-0 sweep over Marist.
Exactly, and credit to Marist for stepping it up finally, but just didn't quite hang on to that aggression that they needed on both ends of the ball. Just a lot of misses happen, and just on that last shot attempt in general, just didn't quite have the air in it. And that stuff happens in Rocket League a lot. So you just need to figure out how do you get those shots to go in next time. But credit to Butler, they came to play, they were ready, and another 3-0 sweep. That's all it has been today.
3-0 sweep, but we can talk a little bit about it. Some things that I picked up throughout this series that I really like from Marist is that the team plays were there, and there were no exceptions to the Marist offense. Like when they were prime, they were working really well, and they were scary too. Butler did not have an easy time. However, it's the urgency, and I harped on it in game 2, and I'm harping on it again in game 3 because it's super critical. You're down by 2 goals. There's less than a minute left. You can't let the ball bounce in front of your opponent's net and have no one there to go for a shot. You send 2 players back on defense. You need to send them up. You need to have urgency. You play aggressive. It's okay if you're already down by 2 goals. You let another goal in. Oh well, but you can create that opportunity first and foremost. But other than that, I really did enjoy what we saw from Marist. A couple of defensive mistakes that were highlighted included some double commits, which were unfortunate. That's just some communication stuff, things that they can work on actively. Again, for a lot of these teams who might have gotten swept tonight, I know there were plenty of them because there were 4 that there were 4 of them that we saw. So again, folks, if you lose and it's a sweep and you made mistakes, watch the VOD, save your replays, go over them as a team. The best teams that I see in the collegiate scene are the ones that do VOD review, and the teams that actively practice and work on their key skills. So I want to see Marist come back next week. And again, if all these teams, Marist, Hofstra, Xavier, University of North Dakota, everyone who got 3-0 swept today, I want to see you all come next week and get a win, because the building blocks are there. The South Beach, I think we have a player interview ready to go.
Yeah, we got Astro in the waiting room, so let's bring him in. Don't go.
Astro.
Hello.
First of all, congratulations on the victory. 3-0 sweep is always something to be proud of.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good game.
Awesome, man. A tremendous game indeed. And one thing I noticed from you guys, especially in the first 2 games, played the air very well, getting a bunch of aerial shots. How do you guys make those shots go in? Because those aerials are definitely hard to look.
I don't know. I think we've just been practicing a lot, and on certain practices, we just focus on shooting and focus on rotations, wall defense. But I mean, I don't know. I guess today we were just feeling well. We played a couple games of rank before you joined the match, and we won them all, and then we obviously won all the games in that series. So I guess today is just a good day. I don't know.
I see you guys, the rank grinders, the rank warriors, coming out here and then coming up on the stream to get the 3-0 dub. I like seeing that. I like seeing that. One thing I noticed that you guys did exceptionally well on was recognizing the double commits for Marist. And I was wondering how your comms were in those very critical moments when you realize, oh, the net is open. Do you guys shout to each other? I'm curious to see how vocal the team is.
Yeah. Well, today it was. I don't know. They seem to be double committing more than we're used to. So we'd just be like, "Oh, it's open, it's open." Kind of shocked a little bit. So whenever that happened, we were just like, "Oh, wow." And then we were there most of the time, so that worked pretty well in our favor, obviously.
One thing that I want to understand from your perspective, because as a caster, I was seeing I don't want to go too deep into this, but I noticed towards the end of the game, you were playing a lot of time-killing Rocket League, and it worked out very well in your favor, and it really let out the gas in your opponent's offense. And I was curious to see if that was really part of your original game plan, or if it flowed naturally from the way that you guys played your possession Rocket League.
I'd say that was more just natural because we like to control the game more than rather than let it come to us. Like our defense isn't our strongest point, so we try to keep it on the other half. So I don't know if I didn't. I guess we kind of just were flowing. There was a good like 2 minutes where no one scored, I think, and so I think it definitely wasn't part of our strategies to sit back because we always love to score goals.
Exactly. And speaking of defense, your teammate Kai, he was just flying all the way back and from each end of the field, making some tremendous stops. What can you tell me about him and his defense and how he really impacts your team really well?
Yeah, Kai, like he's one of our best. He's definitely our best player, and I know last week in the interview they also mentioned his defense. So he's must just be a warrior on defense or something. I don't know, but today I did notice whenever we were back with like no boost or something, he always came away with a big clear or a big save for us.
Yeah, I
I'm
think I
gonna
actually mentioned him last game, so sorry for bringing that question up again. It's an easy answer, obviously, but
I'm
yeah,
gonna remember that one. Kai is the defensive bastion for Butler.
He is.
I'm gonna remember that one.
exactly. Awesome. That's all
Wow.
from me. Do you have any other questions, Greek?
I just want to say, GG's Astro. Thank you for coming on, and tell your team that I send the best regards. Thanks for coming out and making this a good series, and we appreciate you. And of course, this also goes out to all the other collegiate teams. We appreciate all of you coming out and playing your matches every week. It's always a blast, and y'all make it really fun.
Hey, you guys make it the best too. I always go back and watch. So
Thanks.
That's
great
good.
job, you guys.
That's good. Y'all
Appreciate that.
should watch the VODs and get better from the VODs. That'll always be something that is like, I'll always hammer that point. Watch VODs, practice, and just do good Rocket League. That's all I'm going to say.
Indeed.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Astro. Appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you guys.
Wow, South Beach, this is a wild night. We've had for
Indeed.
between us, we saw 3 sweeps in a row. So
Oh
again,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to see these teams that I just want to say all the teams that got swept. I'm gonna be watching you next week.
Exactly.
If I see another one of these teams again, I'm going to take critical look at them. Make sure that they
Exactly.
did their homework. So
Exactly. We got a lot to look for next week. Thank you guys so much for watching us. Thank you to our producer, Will English, for the hard work he's done to set this up. Thank you to my co-caster, Greek. And thank you for all the schools to come in. Make sure you guys follow EGF on Twitch, YouTube, all the social medias, wherever we are. And make sure you watch some Rocket League next week.